Hey everybody, this is part one of our Canva frame masterclass, all right? And in this video, we are going to concentrate on making some fairly simple frames, and we are just simply going to use elements that Canva already provides, and we're going to turn them into some unique and different frames, all right? So I am here in Canva, and we will be using Canva for this and Photopea. All right, and Photopea is a free online editor. It is ad supported. I do have the premium account only because I get sick of looking at the ads. You do not need the premium account to do this at all right? Just so we're clear on that. The free account works fine. So I'm going to go over here back into Canva, and I just have a artboard set up that's 3000 by 3000. It doesn't really matter what size this is because this is just a temporary workspace. And I'm going to go over here to elements, and I think I want to make a like a brush stroke type of frame, only larger. So I'm going to start and I'm going to search brushstroke in elements, okay? And Canva does have some frames that are brushstroke, but I'm not a huge fan of them for the most part. So we can look through here in the graphics and see what we like. This one's kind of neat. We could take this, and let's say we don't really like the top or the bottom to it. Well, we can take more shapes. Let's take this one and add it to the top here. So we have like a smoother top. We can duplicate this and bring it down to the bottom so it lines up a little more. And you can make this whatever shape you want, and you can combine shapes. That's what's really neat. So let's just do this one. This is real simple. All we did was we took a couple shapes and put them together, and what we will end up with is a single frame like this. So what we're going to do now is we are going to share, download. We're going to download this as a transparent background PNG. Okay? I'm going to hit download. And I'm just going to make a new folder here quick called Canva Frames. And we'll pop this in here, and we're just going to name this image 1. Okay? So once that's downloaded as a transparent PNG, we'll pop over here to Photopea, and I'm just going to go up here to my download history, and I'm going to drag that image 1 right into Photopea. And here we have our transparent background and our image. Okay? Now all you want to do next is make sure your image is selected. You want to hold in your control key on your keyboard, or if you're on a Mac, I guess it's the command key. Hold in the control or command and then click on your image over here on your background layer, and you see it has selected everything, right? Once you have that selected, you're going to click over here on paths, and down at the bottom you're going to see some different options. There's like a square, and then next to it is like a circle with little handles, and if you hover over it, it says selection to path. That's outside of my recording area, so you can't see it, but you see I have my mouse hovering over this little round area with handles. That is selection to path, and you will click on that. And you see it turned my little marching ants that was around my selection, it turned it blue. That's how we know we have selected it as a path. Next, you're just going to go right up here to Layer. You're going to scroll down till you see Vector Mask, and then you're going to click on Current Path. All right, and that made a vector mask of our shape. Once you do that, you just come up here, you hit File, Export as PDF. Make sure none of these are ticked. You want to make sure they're empty. Click Save. And we're going to leave this saved as one PDF. All right, we're going to go back over here to Canva. And now I'm going to delete these images these elements that we put in here. Get rid of them. I'm going to go up here to my download history, and that PDF that I just made, I'm just going to drag that in. And that will be uploading into, whoops, it didn't. There it is. Upload into your projects folder. Okay? I'm going to click on that, bring it out here, select it, right click, detach image, and detach image. Get rid of that image. And now you have that frame. That's how easy it is. Let's go back up here, get rid of that, and you can drag anything you want into this frame now. All right, and you have some really cool designs. So that's the one. That's just one. Let's do a couple more. Let's look at the shape. Well, now let's look for photos. Let's do a tree, and it doesn't have to be a graphic. Let's look at photos. Okay, let's take this one, and we will just make it as big, and we are going to run background remover. Okay, now we can do the same thing that we just did with the basic elements. Share, download, transparent background, and it's still editing my image. So now we'll hit download. Make sure you select transparent background. And it is getting ready. And this one, we're just going to name it 2. And it is saved. So again, let's go back over here to Photopea. I'm going to go to my download history and just drag it. Oh, didn't drag it to the right spot though, did I? Okay, now here is this image that we brought in, transparent background. So make sure you are on your layers. Same thing, Control or Command, and then click on the layer, and it has selected everything. It's hard to see. Let me zoom in here for you. Can you see the little marching ants all around the outline? And that's what we want. And then again, we'll go to Paths, go down to the bottom and select Selection to Path. And now everything is outlined in blue. Then once more, select, Layer, Vector Mask, Current Path. And then we will save that as a PDF. Okay, save. Save is the same name, 2. That is uploaded. We'll go back over here, get rid of our image. Click on Projects. Drag in the tree, which was number 2 PDF. Click on that to bring it in, select it, right click, detach image. And now you have this really cool tree. Let's drag something in. There's a tree. There's another type of frame you have now. So you can use any image or graphic that you can find in Canva to do this. You can make frames out of anything. Okay? So those are just our basic. We can do this with text as well. So let's go in here, add a text box. Let's choose, let's use our varsity. That's right, game day. Make this larger. And again, we are just going to save this as a PNG with a transparent background. Now, for this part, obviously, you do need the Canva Pro account to download transparent backgrounds. You can do it with a free account, but you would have to take another step by going to a website like Remove BG and removing your background and saving it as a transparent PNG. All right, so we're going to download this. We'll just call this game day. All right, that's done. Again, let's go over here to Photopea and we'll drag that in. Layers, Control, click, and we have our marching ants, paths, selection to path, layer, vector mask, current path. And once again, we just save that as a PDF, save. Okay. Now we'll come back over here. Let's get rid of this. Go into projects. Drag our game day PDF right in here. Let's go there. Detach image. And now you have your game day. There you go. All right, and that's how you do it. We'll get rid of that one. But it's super easy. Let's just go. I know I was going to promise you bite-sized videos, but let's go build one more from a variety of shapes. Let's just go into shapes, see all. All right. We could start with a circle. And then let's go back and look for brush strokes again. And let's say we want to, no, that's not what we want to do. All right, yeah. Okay, let's say we wanted to do more of a rectangle like this, but we wanted we could enlarge this, and you can just mix and match these any way you want. You can put them together. Oops. Select both of those, move them in here a little. Let's duplicate that. All right. put them all together. Now let's get rid of that circle in the middle. Okay, let's go to position to do that so we can do it, grab it easier. Let's get rid of that circle. So now what we're going to have is a frame that will just be around the edges. All right, so you can just build any shapes you want. Like this one is something different. We can go to share, download, transparent background. Like I said, it doesn't matter what shape. You can put a bunch of them together and just build whatever you want from there. These can be completely unique. All right, so layers, control, path, selection to path, layer, vector mask, current path, PDF. And you just repeat the process of bringing it back into Canva. There we go. There is our image. Detach image, delete. So now let's go find recently used. So you end up with something like that. And, you know, like I said, there's just so many different things you can do with this. Then you can add elements to it, you know, afterwards. I mean, this was a really poor example. I'm just showing you that you can do a ton of stuff with these frames. This baseball here. Let's look at the background here quick. I want to see. Okay. So I'm not sure. I have to think how this would come out as a frame. I'm not sure. So let's try it. I'm not sure how this would work. All right, but we are going to do it. Just going to try it, see what happens. And that's the beauty of this. You can try it. If you don't like what it looks like, when you bring it back in as a frame, it's no big deal. Oh, there's only one image or graphic on my design. I can't do that. You do have to watch for that when there's only one element in your design. Let's do this one. Let's try this one. See what this one looks like as a frame. But because it's so quick and it's so simple, you can test different images and see what it looks like and see, you know, if you don't like it, no big deal. You just delete it and do a different one. They are super fast and super easy to make. Let's do this, control click. Okay. That is not what I want. I'm going to deselect this. I think I'm going to try something different with this. Instead of selecting the outlines, I think I want to select just the insides. Do you see where I'm clicking on the inside of my heart and my baseball? Okay, I'm not selecting the outline. So let's try this. Paths, selection to path, layer, vector mask, current path. Well, that's interesting. All right, well, we're going to try it. Let's see what happens. I don't believe this is going to work the way I thought it would. But hey, nothing if not adventurous, right? So let's go back over here and let's keep this little baseball handy. We may need that. Let's drag this in. All right. Detach image. Okay. All right. This did work the way I thought it was going to. All right. Now you could. We do want this one back though, because we are going to turn this into a frame for our frame. If you understand what I mean. Say I popped it in right over top there, so we still have all of our outlines. Okay? Now we can go back to elements and let's do photos. So let's look for a woman. All right? And now let's do boy. Let's do a boy, photo of a boy. And what you may have to do, sometimes when you make these layered frames like this, slide that off to the side so you can access this back frame, drop that in, slide this all back together, and now you have this really cool. Actually, if we do it this way, let's do it this way. There we go. Let's line this all up. Okay, it is lined up. Now our outline is technically in the back behind the frame. It is behind. The original baseball is now behind the frame we created. So now what you can do is easily just pop new images right in there to the baseball, which is really cute if you wanted to do, like custom frames. But you could sell this frame just the way it is so other people can drop it in just like that. There you go. And then all you would do if you did want to sell this frame the way it is come up here to share, see all, template link. Wait, before I do that, let me name this baseball photo frame. Okay. Share, see all, template link, create link. Copy that. Now you will want a place to keep track of all of your frames that you have created and the links to them. So I would recommend using Airtable to do this. Let me create not a workspace. Let me create a base. Start from scratch. Let me get rid of a couple of these here. Delete field. Delete field. We only need the 2. And let's make this edit. Canva template link, URL, and you can pop the link to your template there, and in here, baseball image frame. And now you have a handy place to organize all of your template links. So Canva frame templates. All right, and I would just continue to do that every time you make one. You put the name of it and the link URL in a database. Like I said before, Airtable's free. You might as well use it. It's handy. Okay, so we have our template link copied. Now what we want to do is File, Save. We want to make sure we save this. File, move to a folder, and I would recommend making a folder for your frames and templates that you're going to sell, and I would put it in there and move to folder. Okay, so now when you go to your projects, folders, and open up your, I'm not sure why it called it heading when I renamed it baseball photo frame, but hey, whatever. Now, let's add a page here. You can just add it and it will pop right in to any page you're working on if you wanted to use it yourself again, okay? So that is how you make them just using Canva and Photopea, all right? And this one, you know, we did in a little different way. So we got the inside of the baseball. This was a little bit more advanced frame. I really wasn't intending to do one of these in the first video, but it's there at the end. If you want to try it, you are more than welcome to. If not, we will be doing layered frames in another video. All right, guys. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.